Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com, and the topic for this video is 7 simple meditation techniques that you should know about. When we talk about meditation, very often there is a misunderstanding that it's just one simple technique and that's it. It's just one way of doing it. You have hundreds of meditation techniques, okay? You have hundreds of secret formulas and words, technique, breathing, poses that you can take that are going to be meditation, activation techniques that are going to bring a certain sense of awareness, consciousness, that are going to wake up your spirit and your life force. So what I'm going to give you here is 7 very simple meditation techniques that you can start applying in your life right now. So the first one is simply silence. Just closing your eyes and just being silent. That's the simplest one. The second one is using a breathing technique. Again, if you close your eyes and you start breathing a little bit more deeper, in Sanskrit terms, we call that pranayama, breath mastery. So you have a wide range of breathing techniques. There are yoga teachers who teach just that, breathing techniques, because you have hundreds of them as well. Now you have a few of them which are really the major ones that you can use. There are dynamic forms, there are more subtle forms, internal, external. So, I mean, there is a wide range of possibilities right there. The third set of techniques that you can use is awareness techniques. So awareness techniques means that you bring your awareness to sensations, and those sensations can be happening in your body. For instance, right now I feel a slight pressure in my skull, and it's slightly uncomfortable. Now I feel a movement of energy more in that area. So it's physical sensations. But I can also be listening, for instance. That's another type of awareness. I hear a hammer in the background. I hear a kind of buzz in the background, cricket sounds. More hammer in the background. Some people talking a little bit nearby. So these are listening techniques. But I could also open my eyes. I just have this like global awareness. Circular awareness where I see the colors, I perceive the shapes, I perceive the objects, the insects moving. So all those are awareness techniques. The fourth type of technique is using sound. So using music, sound immersion. It can be live music or it can be recorded music. Things like gongs or any form of music. You can put classical music and do sound immersion on that. I had some really profound, beautiful, meditative experiences using music. Another type of technique has to do with using mantras, using words of power, formulas. If you are in the yoga field already, the simplest mantra, Om. Om means unity. It means calling state of oneness. Very often, after Om, the word Nama is going to follow. And it means literally in the name of. Om Nama, and then you can add the name of a god or goddess. Om Namah Shakti, Om Namah Shiva, Om Namah Shakti in the name of life force. So I'm not going to enter here into the details about mantras because it's a vast topic, but that's something that you can use. So very often you will repeat the mantra externally, like you would say it out loud, or you will repeat it internally. For instance, the simple sound Om, you can take it internally and not voice it out, and simply repeat it internally, or you can say it out loud. Om. Okay, another set of techniques is using mandalas, sacred images. See that I'm wearing here some necklaces. This is the Sri Yantra. There is another one here. That's the flower of life. So those are symbols. Metatron cube. So, for instance, if you take the Sri Yantra, this is a very sacred symbol in the Tantra tradition. And what happens is that the symbology itself activates your mind in a certain way. It means that it's going to call a certain type of awareness in you and activate your mind in a certain way. Literally, the symbol acts as a consciousness gateway that drives or brings your mind to connect with a certain energy source. So that symbol is a portal. And you can use any symbol you want, any symbol that you feel attuned with. It's not about using the Sri Yantra necessarily, but that's one of the possible things that you can, or objects or symbols that you can use. But there are many more. So it's a portal. It takes you to a certain space or a certain state of consciousness. And in that state of consciousness, this is like the gate. Once you go through that portal, then it opens a certain energy reality. And within that energy reality, new consciousness, new awareness starts coming in. So it's a very powerful thing. So those are, images-based meditation. The last set of techniques that I'm going to give you hints about here are dynamic meditation techniques. For instance, when you shake, that's a very dynamic meditation technique that you can use to release tensions. Sometimes you're sitting down and you feel like really irritated about something, and maybe it's an idea to start by first releasing negative emotions that might be inside of you before you sit down for meditation. So another dynamic breathing technique or dynamic meditation technique is really use breath in a dynamic way. See that there you start entering into techniques which are a little bit more sometimes chaotic, more spontaneous, high vibration and high energy. So I will summarize for you those different techniques. You have silence, breathing, awareness, sound, mantras, images, and dynamic. When you start meditating, it's important to start with just one technique, not necessarily shift. For instance, if you decide to go into a meditation technique that is silence-based and to practice and activate that specific muscle inside of you, just practice that for 5 minutes and then you can shift to another technique rather than, mixing them all and believing that somehow you need to jump from one to the other really fast. It's a little bit like physical training. You take a certain yoga pose and you maintain that pose for a little while. Same with physical exercise or fitness or being at the gym. Yeah, that's it. This is your gateway now into the meditation world. There's so much to say about that, you know. It's those techniques are like very, very ancient, and they have been in our human consciousness for a long time. If you live in a Western civilized environment and you have been not really having time to tap into these incredible mysteries, I encourage you to go for it. There is lots of juice, lots of life, lots of beauty, and your consciousness will, you know, expand to new realities. That's it for now. Take care, and I'll see you soon again.